Hey guys, Civil here, back again with another review. Today we're having a look at the Marvel Legends GameStop exclusive Back in Black Deadpool Venompool. It is not Venompool. This is not Venompool. Venompool looks totally different. He's red and everything. This is something from one of the comics, I do believe. A little side, little pea-putting story. I think there was a bunch of Deadpools. It is something ridiculous, but this figure could have been a lot better than what it is. Now, why I say that? First of all, it's not because of these. These make sense. Oh, they're in there too. These are not the problem. These are from Agent Venom. You're the tendril arms. His hand here is very loose. Why do I say that? I did that on camera. Shouldn't have to do it on camera. You guys know I struggle with these interchangeable parts. It's like this ain't even going in all the way. It is so loose. So obscenely loose. But that is because the way they packaged it is they gave you... Hold on. Where'd it go? The Thwip hand from Pizza Spidey, which I don't mind, but while it does stay in there, it's almost too big. In fact, it is. The peg on it is much bigger . Much bigger than, and longer, mind you, at least it looks that way, than the grip hand. So they shouldn't have even packaged him with this. That whole crisis could have been aborted, but no, they decided to do that, and now his holding hand is pretty much fucking useless, which that's BS. Then he's got these nice katanas. They're pink for some reason, but I don't know. That's kind of neat. He does also have the symbiote claws here, which I don't mind. They stay in a little bit tighter than the other one, the regular hands, but I don't know. I don't want to display him with those. I'm torn between displaying him straight up symbiote with the claws and stuff, or like this, because I have that. He's got an alt head as well. It's the Superior Venom head, which that looks cool, but I'm like, I got Superior Venom already. So popping his head off. Putting this head on. Actually, pain in the butt because it's really stiff. But it's like, I don't mind this look. I'll just go all out. Screw it. Screw it. These katanas are loose too. It's like this figure could have been really, really nice and probably would have made it onto the top 10 of the year had it not been for those issues. But it's like, I like this look, but it's Deadpool, and it doesn't scream Deadpool to me. I don't know. I want to like this guy, but he's got too many little stupid things, and he also... You can hear that. Something broke off in mine on the inside. Probably the stupid waist peg, because that's how good those are. I mean, look at it. But his waist actually is down all the way, if you notice. But yeah, this thing could have been so much better than it is, and it's just kind of disappointing. This could have been a 10 out of 10 figure, but it's more like an 8, which is about average for me. So, pulling all that off. I don't know how I'm going to display him, only because, well, his one set of hands is damn near useless because you can't put the other one in. And he doesn't have a sheath for his swords, so... And I don't want to put the swords in storage just because they're kind of flimsy, to be honest with you. They're small. They're thin. I don't want him to get bent or anything. He has a peg hole, but he doesn't have a sheath. If he had a sword sheath, I'd put the swords on his back and probably display him with the claws. But can't do that. Even though it's Deadpool, it's like... I don't know. I just feel they could have not half-assed this as much as they did. Even, I'm pretty sure they could have got the same fucking peg. The fists from the Pizza Spidey. Well, no, they're not gripping hands. They could have maybe, I don't know. Because it's like, this is nonsense. The fact that this peg is so much bigger than this one, like all aspects. I may put some tape or something around it just to make it tighter. I don't know. I just think it's bogus they did that. They should have at least packaged it with these hands on. That way it wouldn't get warped. Because it totally got warped. It got totally warped in the package the way it was. And that's unfortunate. Because now you can't really display them with the swords. So, yeah, and there's no sheath. Maybe I'll get an extra Deadpool and put a sheath on it, but I highly doubt it. I'd like a sword sheath, but it's just bogus. Bogus, I tell you. So articulation, it's the bucket cap. It's got the hinge in the head, the rotation. It's got the ab crunch. It's got the waist swivel there. It's got the hinge in the shoulder. Rotates full 360. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. I don't need to look at the hands because we already looked at those. T-jointed hips, swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee. Swivel at the calf, and then a hinge at the foot with the rocker joint. Man, you could have been so much better than you are, damn it. Even if he had like one spot to sheathe the sword, I would put the thwip hand on him, but it's like, you could have been so great, but you fell apart when they didn't give you a place to put the sword. Now, obviously, you can put the swords in this, but this takes up a lot of real estate. I mean, a lot of real estate. I don't even have it on my Agent Venom, just because of how big and clunky it is. Now, some people display it the other way, like this, but that looks fucking stupid. But yeah, this figure could have been so much better, but it just falls apart because of those two glaring issues. He doesn't have a damn sheath for the swords, which I don't give a crap if you're a symbiote. I've never seen one make fucking katana swords. I've seen him make everything from whips and everything, but to make these lightsaber-esque katana swords, I've never seen it. Never seen it. So, I'm going to call bullshit where I see it and be like, this mofo probably had a sheath in the comic book somewhere. I mean, at the very least, I can display him at least like this. Is it straight all the way? It is now. I can at least display him like this. Probably going to wind up displaying him this way. Just because that sheath thing is that's some bogus asinine crap right there. Is asinine. So you're probably wondering what I'm going to rate this guy now that I just totally shat on it. To be honest with you, he drops his swords. He drops his swords too. This is problem B. You could have been so great, but you fucking aren't. I mean, even the paint on this guy is ridiculously clean. It is ridiculously clean. For a figure with white on it to be painted this good is almost criminal. Almost. I don't get why this is falling out either. That's kind of in there. But I'd probably just display him this way. Maybe try and get his swords a little flatter, but I'm at least going to give this guy an 8. Part of me wants to give him a 7 just because those QC errors are too fucking avoidable, first of all. They could have just... Do we really even need... Did we even need this? I don't think so. That's Spider-Man's thing, but I don't know. I never read that comic, mostly because I think half the shit they do in Marvel now is, like, ridiculous. Could say that's John Wilde's influence on me, but I stand by it. So, that being said, 8 out of 10. I want to give him a 7, but I just can't because the paint is clean. They give you a lot of stuff. And he could have been so much worse. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this review. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. You could have been so great. What the fuck? What the fuck?